What is a function? Put simply, a function is a block of code. Better yet, a function is a block of code that you, the programmer, plans to use more than once. As a simple example, let's use the mathematical function square. The square function will take in a number and will return the square of this number. Simple, right? For example, the square of 3 is 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. The square of 4 is 16, and so on. As an example of other functions, we could consider the double function, or maybe the triple function. But for our first example, we'll focus on the square function. To demonstrate, I will be defining the square function using Python in the idle development environment. Def is the first thing that you type. This tells Python you're defining the function. Next, you type the name of the function, which in this case is square. After the name, you have an open parenthesis, which signifies the start of what we call the parameter list. A parameter is that thing that you are passing to the function to do its work on. For the square function, it's the number you want to get the square of, and conveniently we'll call it number. Then we close the parenthesis to match the open parenthesis. And finally on the line, we end it with a colon. And we've defined our square function. Let's press enter to go to the next line, and you should notice something important here. There is an automatic indent that idle has placed for your convenience. This indent is very important in Python for indicating the start of a code block, which in this case is the block of code for your function square. Now we need to write the code that describes what the square function does. We do this by multiplying number by itself. So number times number, and assigning the result of that to the variable called result. The function square then returns result using the keyword result as follows. We have then defined the function square. Now, if we simply type square, we see that Python says it is a function at some address. Address isn't important right now. And then we use the function as follows. Square, open parens, 2, close parens, which is read as square of 2, which returns 4. Square of 3 is 9. And we can also call square on the square of 3, which is 81. And that's it. You've now defined a function in Python and called it properly. Please subscribe to get notified when the next coding lessons come out. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.